Welcome to Big D, to the Big D Zone. I had a group. I had to record it all over again. I'm just going to get to it because I'm depressed as it comes close to the Christmas season. Got to apologize because Christmas made me think of my late wife. And there are certain Christian-style Christmas music that made me think about my late wife. And although I still have some enjoyment of the holidays on the other aspects of it, but a lot of churches are supposed to say that I'm not allowed to enjoy those parts of it. But I got to because, you know, what I'm going to do? I mean, if I can't do that, I'm going to fall apart. I'm already falling apart every year. Every year. I don't have family except for the virtual family and also for the citizens of the 50 country. You know, all I have. Otherwise, what the cat do I have to be grateful for? You heard me. What the cat do you think that I have anything to be grateful for? Okay. Oh, okay. I'm going to get to what I am because I was trying to, as you know, I'm up against the shutdown, a temporary shutdown on the 19th, and then I got to wait a couple of days, probably like a week after I get my rent money to pay at least the whole thing, and then I got to put it on podpage so I could, get some donation. Now, yes, I am back at podpage. They did some upgrading, and they're even using AI. So, but I like podpage, and I'm able to put in a lot of sponsors that, as far as the affiliate pages, that could be a sponsor because you can pay. And I have the donation page, which is Get Me Coffee, but I have it somewhere else like donate to the show. Now, there's one way I drink coffee except for the iced coffee that was at Starbucks one time. But anyway. So, where's my manners? Let me talk to ya. Anyway, now that I got that off my chest, so, what is going on with this past weekend? I mean, things were going crazy. Okay, Bob Barker's Day was okay. All right. Bob Barker's Day was okay. But during Dick Van Dyke's birthday, and it was also John Cena's retirement match that Triple H, again, after he did not respect Goldberg during his retirement match, same type of match, Saturday Night Main Event, same person Goldberg, and we wonder why Goldberg is trying to be a retirement killer. He made kids cry. And there was a rumored report that somebody had a heart attack. It was a fan that had a heart attack because Gunther made John Cena tap. You know, the never give up, hustle, loyalty, respect. The man got screwed, just like Goldberg got screwed. Who's next? AJ Styles? And I'm scared for her, too. Because he said he want to be next to retire. And I'm scared for him. I'm literally scared. And why was Gunther allowed to come back anyway? Yes, I know Pat McAfee wanted the match after, almost nearly destroyed the commentating team. He shouldn't be allowed back in the wrestling ring in the first place. He's boring on the mic. Okay, he may be a great wrestler, but he's boring on the mic. And then all he said on Monday was, okay, I took out your John Cena. I made him tap out like a bitch. That's all. He's not good on the mic. He's boring. And John Cena had to put him over? That is not passing the torch. LA Knight, you're a babyface, just like The Rock, was always great on the mic. Even Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, hell, even Vince McMahon himself, great on the mic. Mic skills. Gunther, oh, I made John Cena tap out like a bee. Yes, that's it. That's it. No mic skills. Yes, wrestling skills, but no mic skills. Oh my God! And people are still angry about what happened during Dick Van Dyke's 100th birthday. Oh, I hope he's not a wrestling fan because he would have been upset on his own birthday. And then, to make matters worse, there was like 2 suspect shootings over the weekend, a double stabbing, and one of them was what they call it, anti-sentiment violence against Jews, which is wrong. Which is wrong, and all kinds of ways. So you got that. Then you got a shooting on Brown campus, and it was the Brown University, and I actually watched the video when the cops were rescuing students, and they were telling them, hands in the air, hands in the air. But they didn't say like a criminal, but they had to say it because it's part of procedures, even though they're rescuing somebody. It's part of police procedures. I watched police video, I watched cop hate. That's why I never went to jail or prison. Be kind to the cops. You may not like them, you may not love them, but be kind to the cops and be respectful. But otherwise, how the hell are you going to respect Gunther? I still can't get over this. How the hell are you going to respect Gunther? I don't respect him. I don't even respect Triple H. I may like his entrance music. My favorite is Time to Play the Game. And it was like, I like the DS. I don't know if I like the King of Kings, but he's using it now. But I'm kind of torn on the King of Kings. But he's not a leader. He's not a leader. Only thing that he was one of the co-leaders on was DX. That's it. DX. But the shooting incident in Brown, they caught the wrong person and had to let him go. Did I stutter? They caught the wrong person and had to let him go. And I haven't gone through so much because I don't want to get the story wrong. If I decide to follow the story, I'll probably keep up and come back to it if I can. But I have to be on YouTube until I can come back to Podbean. I'm trying to keep that as the podcasting home. And then podpage, I'm trying to keep that. But then I got to buy a domain name. Oh, yeah. But anyway. At least when I buy a domain name, I can either buy it for a year or 2 years or something like that. But anyway. Oh, my God. And the story that ends all stories. The best supporting actor in all of the family and his wife was stabbed to death. Now, the Reiner family, and Bob Reiner was the one that was the star on one of the supporting cast on All in the Family. You know, he was always with Archie Bunker and I don't know if he was the neighbor or family or something like that. I forgot, but I mean, a lot of people like Bob Reiner. And I'm sorry, but President Trump, you have the nerve to talk bad about somebody who's just been murdered along with his wife, and then at the end, you told him to rest in peace? How dare you, Mr. President? How dare you? I voted for you, and now you even got some Republicans mad. There's a lot of Republicans and Democrats and people that are fans of Bob Reiner. They watched All in the Family. I guess you didn't. You probably didn't watch All in the Family. You didn't watch clips. The one that stands out to me is because, well, my wife passed in a different situation, but she passed suddenly too, and that's what got to me. And in the way Archie was grieving, and I felt for him. I felt for him. Because I'm still in that situation. But to talk bad about Bob Reiner, and you talking about you want to try to get into heaven? Mr. President, you're out of line, and you're out of order. I don't care if that gets me in trouble. I voted for you because I didn't want to go into World War III. Houston is the target, and if they hit downtown, I'm gone. I live south of downtown. I can basically barely see it. Few minutes, like not even a minute or two away. So if they attack Houston being one of the targets, I'm vaporized. I would be literally vaporized by ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile. So Trump, I'm going to use your words. What the hell will you think about saying that? Really? I don't agree with everything you said. So I'm always 50-50. What you did about the workers who didn't know what their next, how the hell are they going to get to work? What you did during the shutdown? What you did to the nurses who said nurses was not a profession? And now Bob Reiner. Bob Reiner. What the hell? And now you're going to tell me that we might go to another government shutdown in February because the ACA vote. And now, I don't want to hate Ted Cruz. I already got to hate to Congress. I don't want to hate Ted Cruz. He's my senator. I'm in Texas. I don't want to hate a Texas. You don't live in Texas and hate a fellow Texan. I don't want to do this, but he threatened to cause a government shutdown and some kind of funding for some type of military project or whatever wasn't voted on or some kind of something. I said, oh my God, no. This is ridiculous. And it's bad enough that I had to freeze picking up a food when, I had to pick up the food. I almost had minimum frostbite. I was only a few minutes away from the door. Then the newscaster had died, local from in Houston. And then the artist that did, he's the Bad Man Pajama. That was one of the songs that's always been played on the radio. He died. And what the heck is going on? What is going on? We got shootings, we got stabbings, we got oh yes, I forgot. On the writer situation. At least we know who it is. At least we know who the culprit is. It was their own son. Yep, that's right. I said it. It was their own son who stabbed them both to death. Both to death. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ay, 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 ay. So, oh, wow. Don't even get me started with Gunter. He is definitely a grade A asshole. Unbelievable. 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 With this weekend, I don't know what to say. But this weekend was, other than the Dick Van Dyke birthday, and people saw John Cena last match. I saw a few tapings of it. But other than that, this past weekend was trash. Anyway. And like I said, I have a brand new website, but I got to get a don't name name so I could announce it easily. And I'll get it done. As you know, I'm trying to make podcasting my full-time job, and it's a job that I enjoy doing, even when I'm depressed, even when all hope is lost. I still love podcasting. Like I said, I don't have no family. Just my virtual, that's one of my virtual family, and also my church family and citizens of the Big D country. But the church family, I only go online and I only watch for the preaching sometimes. I only watch for the preaching. I think I better do this now before the mini shutdown. And then if you want to go for the last three, maybe one or two of the game before I get my stuff back on, Podbeam, then you could go to the YouTube channel, and you could be able to watch it there. So, that weekend was lackluster. Anyway, before they start me over again, let me go ahead and do the NFL Week 15, the aftermath. Here we. Oh, you gotta start over, and you start when you want to come back. and all that good stuff. You go to your YouTube page, and I'll have that in the description. Well, down below. Oh, you already know. So, can we please have a calm weekend, please? And I'm not sleeping my hands off again. When I was only 5 feet away from the door, not only 5 feet, I was only steps away. But anyway, and we're still going to go to war with Venezuela. It's not World War III. It's not the bigger war, but still we're going to go to war with Venezuela. Come on. I voted not to die in a war. That's what I voted for. And like the old Jerry Springer says, take care of yourself and each other. Because this is a home where everybody says, the Big D Zone. Yeah.